The majority of fencing contractors that fail in the wintertime. What is the leading cause of the failure? And what are the top 5 ways that you can not only survive, but thrive this coming winter season? Stay tuned, and we'll dig into it. Now, before we dig into it, if you find this content helpful, educational, heck, even a little entertaining, it would mean the world to us if you gave it a like. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and when you do, hit that notification bell, set the notifications to all, so that YouTube lets you know each and every time we have new content available. With that being said, let's dig into it. When we talk to fencing contractors that didn't make it through the winter, they typically have one thing in common, and that is they either significantly reduced or they cut out their marketing completely because business was slow and money wasn't coming in as fast as it was in the summertime, which makes sense until you think about the time of year that a fencing business needs more business, that needs to try to go find more people that need fence. Is going to be the wintertime. So not only are they naturally slower, but now by reducing or taking away their marketing budget altogether, they put that final nail in the coffin. So this wintertime, resist a temptation to reduce that marketing budget and instead find a way to increase the budget itself. Think of it this way, as in terms of supply and demand. The supply of fencing projects goes down in the wintertime, so the demand for those projects increases. Anytime demand is high and supply is low, the cost associated with whatever it is we're talking about goes up. You should be spending more per project to market towards those projects simply because supply is low, but the demand is high. Next, what are the top 5 ways you can market your fencing business this wintertime? And if you stick around to the end, I've got a bonus just for you. Probably the most important marketing platform you can be on this wintertime is going to be this one. It's going to be YouTube. Now, think about it. YouTube is owned by Google, who is the #1 search engine in the world. So why not create content that your consumers will enjoy consuming so that when they search for fence contractor near me, your video can be one of the top videos. You can put yourself in front of that customer before all of the Google ads that follow below the video. You know, video itself is an incredibly powerful tool. Think about it. It lets you build rapport with your future customers, your potential clients, before you've even met them. If you do this right, there's a good chance they'll already know, like, and trust you and your company before you even knock on their door. You know, another channel we really like using for our video content is Facebook. Too often, contractors in general limit themselves to just posting pictures and maybe linking to blog posts on Facebook, but they're missing the mark when they don't provide video on that platform as well. And not just any video, live video. Utilizing live video actually does a couple things for you. First and foremost, it gets your message to the people sooner. You're not producing and editing and re-recording content until it's perfect. You're simply putting it out there for your consumers to, well, consume. The second thing, you're allowing your community to interact with you. You're giving them a chance to ask you questions and let you answer them. And by asking those questions, they're actually giving you more subject matter to produce more videos about. It gives them a chance in real time to start building rapport with you and your business. So again, by the time you knock on their door, they already know, like, and trust you and your brand. The third tip, use Instagram as your business's living book of business. So before social media, a book of business was a physical book, a 3-ring binder full of pictures that the potential clients could flip through and envision that product in their yard. Well, now we can use Instagram as our living book of business. And what do I mean by living book of business? I mean that it is constantly evolving with our company. It's showing real-time or near real-time pictures of fences that we've done in their community. So instead of showing them pictures from fences from years past, you're literally showing them pictures and allowing them to browse pictures on their own of fences that you've installed in the last day or last week. Something relevant to them and their community that they can picture more easily in their yard. The next thing we do is use yard signs. A lot of yard signs. Every fence we install has a bright orange sign in the front of their yard proudly proclaiming that Ozark Fence installed this fence, with our phone number prominently placed on the sign. This does a couple things. First and foremost, it grabs people's attention. The bright orange sign drags people's eyeballs to it, to, if anything else, see what is going on with this sign. Once the sign has properly grabbed their attention, it lets them know that Ozark Fence had done the fence installation. Now, had they been walking past or driving past and not seen the sign, they might have missed that fence completely. But now that they've seen it, they've seen the sign, now they're looking around to see what it is that Ozark Fence has installed for this customer. It's gotten their attention. And then it showcases the work that we've done for this customer that is in their neighborhood. So now, if this person has even thought about having a fence installed, Ozark Fence is at the top of their mind for their fencing project. The fifth thing I love to do in the wintertime is trade shows. Trade shows are incredible at building rapport and getting to know your future clients and customers. And you get to do it in person. You know, where I see fencing contractors go wrong with trade shows is when they simply just bring a table and a tablecloth and maybe a few brochures. If you're going to do a trade show, you need to go all out. This is you presenting yourself and your brand and your quality craftsmanship to anyone and everyone that walks by. We don't simply bring tables and tablecloths. We build out a 40-foot display of the best work we can do. It's wood, it's chain link, ornamental iron, ornamental aluminum. It's everything that we love to install so that our future customers, our future clients can touch it, can feel it, can smell it, can experience it so that they can better imagine this fence in their yard. It also gives a potential client the opportunity to ask any and all of their questions in an environment that feels safer than, say, their living room, where they know after they ask their 5 or 6 questions, then we're going to talk about contracts and deposits. No, this is a completely safe environment. This is a trade show where they can freely ask any of their questions, take some brochures, and be along their way. So do yourself a favor this winter and attend each and every trade show you can. And not only attend in style. Build out a full display and show your potential clients and customers exactly what they can expect from you in their yard. All right, so you've made it to the end of the video, and I really appreciate that. The last thing is probably the thing that me and my team enjoy the most every wintertime is taking each and every opportunity to volunteer in the community. Whether it's distributing Thanksgiving meals or helping to fulfill Christmas wish lists, it's the thing that we love to do each and every year. And it does a couple things for us. First and foremost, it fulfills us personally. I love to do it, my team loves to do it, and it makes us feel better afterwards. But also, while we're out in the community performing these tasks, we're wearing all of our Ozark Fence branded clothing so that the community sees us out in the community, out helping others in their community and trying to be as helpful as possible. It goes a long way to let people know that you care about the community that you live in and that you take care of the community that's taking care of you. Volunteering this winter season will not only make you feel incredibly great, but also it'll help your community to know that you care about it. In conclusion, if there is one thing I hope you take away from this video, it is to rethink the mindset that the time and energy and money spent on marketing should be spent in the summertime. Flip that on its head and move that to wintertime. I truly believe if you take the same time, money, and energy and invest it in the wintertime, you will not only survive this winter, but you'll come out next spring thriving. For now, I'm Joe Everest, the fence expert, reminding you that good fences make good neighbors.